man. Let me tell you.
Don't ask me about a duck because you said it.
You don't feel like it's a duck, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter, nigga. You said it was a duck.
It does matter, bro.
You said it was a duck. You, boxologist, said it was a duck. I never did.
Let me hear the definition. Hey, man, let's hear the definition.
Of a duck is.
Can you go with the definition, man? Stop crying and go with the definition. Damn, we lit.
Nigga, you supposed to. You know you supposed to fight this fighter, but instead of fighting this fighter, you avoid this fighter so you can fight another fighter for a different prize. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, he avoided fighting Errol Spence so he can try to get more money fighting Manny Pacquiao. That's a duck. When that didn't work, he avoided Errol. He ducked Errol Spence again and tried to fight Amir Khan for more money. That's a duck. You know this is your mandatory. You have to fight him if you want to keep this title. So by his mind, when he decides to deviate from fighting his mandatory for the title, then he's basically saying, well, if I can with Conor Pacquiao, then I'm gonna get this title up anyway.
Wait.
I'm already acknowledging that I'm ready to give this title up and duck Errol Spence just so I can fight Manny Pacquiao or Amir Khan. That is a duck, bro.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you then. Are you ready? You ready? I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So every single champion has a mandatory, and every single champion is not rated in any other organization's top whatever. By your logic, every single champion is ducking a mandatory. Basically, correct?
No. When they tell you, when the Triple G, I'm about to tell you, bro. I'm about to tell you. Shut up. When the sanctioned body that you holding the title at tells you fight or vacate. Either fight or vacate. It ain't no, we give you, okay, you can take one extra free fight or whatever.
So that makes it a duck. So that makes it a duck.
Fight or vacate. So Kell Brook was ready to vacate the strap just so he won't have to fight Errol Spence and go for a big money fight fighting somebody else.
Did he vacate? Did he vacate?
Shit.
Did he vacate?
No, he didn't. So that man wasn't a duck because he didn't vacate?
Not only did he not duck him.
At the time, wasn't a duck, bro.
Nigga, no.
Nigga, who did he fight? Who did he fight?
Man, you crazy.
Who was he booked to fight?
I'm through with this conversation, man.
Who's he booked to fight? Who's he booked to fight? I don't understand what you're saying, man.
That's a lie. You said probably what? That ain't no lie.
Dude,
Rollo, is that a lie?
You said
I don't understand what you're saying.
You said that.
Oh, man, y'all niggas, y'all biased.
I ain't this what from my understanding. Let me get to the truth. From my understanding, we collectively all, he can come out, people who listening to this shit, stated that unification, some people don't though. Some people like pound for pound fight. Unification for us was priority no matter what the case is. Now, if the sanctioning body don't allow you to do that, that's fucked up, and that's where people come in and shit on the sanctioning body. But the person got to go fight their mandatory. And if they give up their strap, then yeah, that's a duck, because you could not unify, and then you still gave up your fucking title, which is a contradiction, because how would you want to unify, but then you give up a title? Kell Brook did not do that.
He didn't. He
That
held
can only
his
make
title.
too much logical
He kept
sense.
his title. He kept his title. And he's fighting the mandatory. I mean, I don't understand, like, I heard what you said, boxologist, but I don't understand how you could say a nigga unifying titles is ducking a nigga who just became the mandatory. Like, why would a nigga duck Errol Spence? Or he fought Triple G, but he's scared to fight Errol Spence. Like, how do that make sense?
But then you want to go fight Pacquiao.
Listen, how would any rational motherfucker be scared to fight Errol Spence, but willingly go into the ring to fight Triple G? Because
want to fight Pacquiao.
Because everything that you say about Errol Spence and all of the types of shit that he does in the ring is the same shit that people were saying about Triple G, which is a bigger, higher weight class nigga. And he willingly went and fought that nigga. Came back down, wanted to fight other champions in the division, which was Jesse Vargas and Pacquiao at the time. And you're saying that was a duck. I don't understand how that was a duck. Like, Errol Spence just got in a position to where anybody could even possibly even think about saying that somebody was ducking him. It's the weirdest shit that you're saying, but even though with all the ducking conversation, the actual fight is being made. And it's being made in a reasonable time. So I don't understand how the duck persona, how ducking was attached to Kell Brook when it came to Errol Spence. I just don't see how. It obviously boggles my mind how you could label that. I was ready for your explanation. I was ready for your explanation.
This what me and you could do instead of playing the games. Why you think they doing it, Rollo?
Oh.
Sometimes niggas just be full of shit, man. You got hey, you don't act confused.
Well, for me, I feel like that it got to a point where the demand from the public actually got to a point where Brook said, fuck it. He's the next best fighter who's willing to fight me. And he fought him. Or he's scheduled to fight him. And the fight is scheduled and booked. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was a welterweight, that would be my list too. Pacquiao, Thurman, and Spence may not even be third. Spence might be after fucking Sean Porter. Or, well, obviously Amir Khan for Kell Brook would be a big ass fight, so that'd be fourth for him. Spence might be fifth or sixth or seventh. You know, I don't understand how, like. I mean, because, I mean, and obviously for me, everybody, and you know, it's on record for me, I've always said that I wanted to see Kell Brook and Keith Thurman fight. And if that was one of the fights that he was talking about, thinking about, or willing to take, that definitely would have took precedent over any goddamn mandatory.
For me too.
You know, and I understand that every champion who holds a belt has a mandatory, and we were just talking about that whole shit with Ndongo having a mandatory as opposed to fighting Terrence Crawford. But we all know that whoever the fuck the mandatory is for Ndongo, Terrence Crawford triple C's that. So if he had to give up a title to fight one of them niggas, I guarantee that you boxologists ain't gonna be sitting here talking about the nigga was ducking so-and-so to fight Terrence Crawford. I know you ain't gonna say that.
Well, he ain't said that Mayweather and Keith Thurman. He said Mayweather was allowed to do that, to skip Keith Thurman and fight, Maidana for unification.
I'm just saying,
which makes sense.
They tell you to vacate or fight, and you vacate, then you duck the fight. I mean, that's just how I look at it. I don't care.
Right, but
when fighters vacate the title, right? Yeah, I get that. So tell me about a fighter who vacated his title. Who vacated their title?
So
Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
He tried to vacate the title.
Oh my God, dog. Listen, dog. That's what we talk. See, this is that. I thought we were just talking about facts. You wanted to talk about facts. F-A-C-T-S.
No. Correct.
F-A-C-T-S.
He want to talk about lies. So
F-A-C-T-S. Come on, man. F-A-C-T-S.
Hey, Rollo.
Facts. Come on.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
Ask me.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask me.
Let me ask you a question. Is it not a fact? Is it not a fact? Had Amir Khan said yes to the fight, that he would have to vacate the strap?
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
How is that not a fact? How is that
not a fact?
We don't know.